Something's not right. You just ain't me. And evil haunts the weak and brings an honest man down to his knees.
How come it doesn't say that
And there's no white flags that can bring peace from these triggers that bring great disease. And living isn't always gold, except that we have no control. It's so hard to let loose and let go of this cliff we will all come to know. And there will be no peace. These demons, they don't sleep. And this restlessness, my heart beats out of my chest. Something's not right. You just ain't me. Something's not right.
Nice. Okay, finally.
You just ain't me. Something's not right. You just ain't me.
Alright, so I'm going to be making a neon sign for my website. Here's my website. I'm using Wix to create the website. You can see that two of these graphics that I have set up to represent two of my prints, I don't really like it so much. I started initially trying to use square windows to display the art, but then I realized that I wanted the art to sit on the wall as if though you were looking at a wall with art in it instead, and I thought it would be more aesthetically pleasing. So this one on the outside here, this one I created with just a drop shadow using an alpha channel in Blender, and then I exported it WebP via Photoshop. So probably do that first. We'll change this one here. So I'll show you how I make this one look like it's sitting on the wall, because websites do preserve alpha channel data, but you don't want to upload it via PNG because the files are too big. If you ultimately upload a file using PNGs, like let's say we have 20 pieces of art, I mean 10 times 20 is 200 megabytes just on the art alone. So it'll really slow your website down a lot. So you want to use WebP format, which compresses it but still preserves a lot of the detail. So we'll do that first. I'm going to Blender. You can see how the initial piece of art here,
that'll make you feel at ease.
Right?
The trouble with his
Go ahead
trouble
and hide that one. So
is the illusion of peace. Cause all I know is that you
you want to make sure the shadow doesn't clip the edges of the camera too. So it most definitely will. And if you do that, you're going to end up with a border around your picture anyway.
is you
GX.
what you sow.
Bring the camera down a little bit. And this light, maybe we'll try 20.
Cause all
Turn the wattage down to 15. That looks good. And
is you
I didn't like
reap what you sow.
when I exported it before. color management, I'm going to select medium high contrast, and we're ready to render this thing, so I'm going to do that. It's pretty cool. You can zoom in and still see the detail. This shadow down here is looking a little sus, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm feeling like it's gonna... It might be a little bit too much of a shadow dropped from the bottom.
I've spent my whole
It's too hard to tell.
searching for sand dollars on the Texas coast, and now I spend
Yeah, and I mean,
talking to myself.
you know, you could do whatever you want. You can make it as simple or as easy as you want to make it. You could upload just straight photos of your stuff, but I'm pretty autistic about how I want things to look. So I'll put a little bit of extra time into things. I'm in no rush. Get this thing working, so.
The sky seems to wanna fall down. You were my morning.
The album playing right now is the album that I wrote like 15 years ago, 10 years ago, that I re-released. So if you like this album and you're listening to the music and you want to know where to find it, on every major platform, you can YouTube. So it's called Bright Side. Alright, so I'm going to save this. I'm going to save it as an OpenEXR. It'll preserve all of the data very well. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to do it as a TIFF because it won't allow you. It can't break the information down. You do want to select the highest form that you can in the TIFF format, and you want to make sure that the alpha channel is included. So I'm going to select the RGBA with 16-bit information to preserve everything. And then I'm going to go to Photoshop. It is. This one. I'm gonna hide the former one that I did, and then I'm gonna expand this. There's really no shadow on the top end, so I'm not worried about flipping. Alright, and you want to go to save a copy. You're going to save a copy, you're going to save it as WebP. Batman WebP. You don't want to do maximum. I drop the quality to about 90%. If you do maximum, then it's almost like it doesn't really compress it at all. It's still going to be a large file. Alright, now that that's done, let's go and launch products. And this is on Wix, so I'm creating this website on Wix. We're going to go
What's a shooting star
Dark Knight one,
without a wish?
remove this photo,
What's giving up when you don't
Upload.
know how to quit? What's the point when all you've ever known was a lie? And these are just
I
questions,
don't know, man.
pay me no mind.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. It's weird, there's some compression here. Kind of weird artifact. See how it looks.
What's a mistake without success? What's a wreck without survivors
Almost.
to tell of the mess?
Yeah, you can see the
What's
shadows
a
clipping right here
tragedy
at the bottom.
without a wedding?
Because the shadows actually draws a little bit too far.
Please forgive me
out of
all
frame.
my
It's
questions
creating this weird
while I
border. And I
digress.
don't want that. So I'm gonna have to go fix it. So you select the camera. You can see right here it shows the border with the overview. You hit G on the keyboard and X. You can bring it out. Okay? That's one thing you can do. Or in my case, I'm feeling like I don't want to adjust the light, but I might have to.
But what's a curse if you've never been blessed? What's hate if you've never
Just like
experienced
two-
your first kiss? What's loneliness if you've never been missed?
Well, I have plans to
I guess these
Shadow
are
picture.
just questions. Watch me while I
object
digress.
properties. Visibility shadow catcher will turn on and you can see kind of where the shadows go, if it's flipping or not. Can't really tell still. It looks okay. I mean, now we'll just make adjustments. It's like watching digital paint dry.
Your favorite movies and TV are on YouTube. Press play on something new.
Are there any gay hockey players?
You're not gonna tell anyone.
I can't fly. I'm no hero, but for you, you know I tried. I'm 1,000 pages of periods without rest, and an exclamation without distress. You know I'm no protagonist, just an optimistic pessimist. I'm no hero. I can't fly. I'm no hero, but for you, you know I tried.
Right. So
You
beginning,
don't need no
tip.
saving, but I like to
Yeah,
feel
set up
alive.
16.
You don't need no saving, but I like to feel alive. You know I'm no protagonist, but I've tried 1,000 times and died each time for this. Well, I'm no hero. I can't fly. But for you, you know I tried. But for you, you know I tried. But for you, you know
Again, 90%.
I tried.
And then we're gonna go back to the website, manage products. Delete that.
You say that you've been to school. Now you learn something true. Now you wanna create something new. And meanwhile you lost the beauty inside of you. Now you got it made, babe. Nothing's absolute, you can't fake. The genuine is just another mistake. Oh Lord, look at the catastrophe we've made. Oh, you know well, we
Yeah, man.
don't grow old well.
It's pretty close,
Just the
but
way we live to get
you can
by.
still again see
Simple
the edge
things in
here.
life are sometimes the biggest surprise. Oh,
It's close though. But the problem also is that this painting is actually in real life larger than this painting. And right now the scale doesn't really look right. Not sure how I'm going to fix that, but I'm going to worry about just fixing this line.
knowing everything and being so lonely, arguing with that one and only. Lights on upstairs, but the bedroom's empty now. Figure this out. Got it all, but what life's all about now. Feel this couple girls smile so pretty. Convince me I know better.
I'm going to center it kind of at the center of the canvas and it'll create less harsh of a shadow. That should help.
It's just the way we live to get by. The simple things in life are sometimes the biggest surprise. Oh, you know well, we don't grow old well. It's just the way we live to get by. The simple things in life are sometimes the biggest surprise.
This might help me because I keep on making this mistake. I'm going to put in a plane. I'm going to hit R on the keyboard, X, rotate it. Oh, sorry, rotate Y. So I'm going to hit R for rotate and then Y. G on the keyboard, and then you're going to move the X axis.
Everything seems to be falling
That's part of the problem.
apart. I hope that preacher's man's got it all wrong. The world had flat, but the edges seem to be a long draw.
And this way I can kind of get a feel for how dramatic the drop shadow is going to be. I'm going to rotate it X.
Endless sea stretches out eternally. Why bother trying to sell me a new life when the end is coming? Woe is me. Don't be down.
That's pretty good, man.
Don't be a little
I don't know.
Armageddon with a black cloud put in your
I
light.
do want it to be more offset too. I'm gonna move the Y by pushing
Don't be
GY.
a little Armageddon with a black cloud put in your light.
I want both the shadow on the right drop shadow and the below drop shadow.
Don't be a little Armageddon with a black cloud selling yourself out.
Try to increase it. Move that. Gonna move the camera in the X-axis, bring it in tighter. It'll make it appear larger. Still good.
We all exist, but question what it is to live. You wanna know the truth?
It's still really
A
good.
glass ain't ever full, but it ain't
More abrasive than I want it to be. See if this shadow casted by the light flips this bottom part of the frame, and you end up with a border anyway. So
with a frown. Look up and hear the sound. Every second that passes is a new down.
I'm running this in 4K. I think the actual view frame might be 1024, I'm not sure, but I think it is 96 by 40. I render it really high resolution so that when you compress it, it will just go more variable. If you render it small resolution and then try to compress it down further, it will look blurry and pixelated. even more so. So it's a good idea that whenever you're creating these assets, that you start as large as you can, and then you work it down. That way you still have a lot of data still present whenever you do compress. WebP is definitely a compressed format, has to be. We're talking about the difference between 10 and 20 megabytes versus 500 kilobytes. It's a big difference in the amount of data that's required. Alright, let's try this again.
Don't be down or out. Be a little forgetting with the black crowd when you're laid out.
Alright. Let's go to the website, manage products.
With YouTube Premium, you get all your videos and music ad-free. That means no ads when you download videos to watch without Wi-Fi. And there won't be any ads when you switch devices and pick up where you left off.
I'm gonna delete all these files that I'm not
Oh,
using. So I'm
and no
confused.
ads during any of the 300 million songs on the YouTube Music app. So what have we learned? You get videos and music ad-free and so much more with YouTube Premium. Try now for $0.
Let's see if this works.
Why you wanna waste yourself comparing yourself to someone else? Don't you know you're beautiful too? Don't spend the rest of your life trying to identify who you are in
Damn, that's
someone
close.
else's light. So
Look at that, man. You can barely see it. So annoying.
go ahead and shine. Turn your light on, turn your light on, turn your light on, shine.
And the shadows casted by the bottom of the frame would have to be similar. Because if they're not, it's not going to be realistic.
Turn your light on, turn your light on, turn your light on, shine. Look around.
Maybe if I elevate the light just
All I
a
see
little
are
bit.
these exact
I don't know
same
how much
things.
though.
Better be yourself, don't you know you're great? Don't be afraid to burn bright. Go ahead and take that long flight. You're someone's wish, so blow their mind. Just shine. Go ahead and shine. Go
GZ,
ahead and shine.
bring the light down, rotate the line axis.
Turn your light on, turn your light on, shine. Go ahead and shine. Go ahead and shine. Turn your light on, turn your light on,
Again.
turn your light on, shine. Everything's alright in the end, and if it ain't alright, then it ain't the end.
Pretty cool. You can see the texture from the paint. Pretty good photo. You can see the texture on the canvas too.
Just shine. Go ahead and shine. Go ahead and shine. Turn the light on, turn the light on, turn the light on. Everything's alright in the end. If it ain't alright, then it ain't the end. Everything's alright in the end, and if it ain't alright, then it ain't the end. Everything's alright in the end. If it ain't alright, then it ain't the end.
I miss this thing around. I wish I still had it. Should have never sold it. I really like the Joker one. The cool thing about using Blender for mockups is if I have a painting that's the same dimensions, for instance, this one's 24 by 30, then let's say I have two paintings that are the same dimensions, I can just easily bring that photo in, and I can adjust it to the UV map, and then I have another mock-up. Yeah, it's got to be good, man. Alright, we'll go back to Photoshop. Delete that. We'll place embed. Batman TIFF. It's got to be it. Alright, then I'm going to export. No, save a copy as WebP. Batman. Go back to the website. Go back to manage products. And these thumbnails that I'm creating are only for the initial photos. I'm going to have actual photos. I don't know if I uploaded a new one or not. Man, I'd say that's good. Nice. So you can see the difference between the thumbnails here and this thumbnail. It looks terrible. Now, even if I put a white border in the background of this thing, I still don't like how that just kind of floats isolated by itself. It's not really how art hangs on a wall. And so I'm trying to go for a more organic feel. Eventually I'm going to arrange these like they're on a wall with all the paintings around each other. And you'll be able to click on each painting on the wall. Some of them will be framed, some of them won't, and then it'll draw you into the product card where it gives you all the information, the opportunity to buy it. But that looks pretty cool. This one needs more contrast. This one is about exactly how the painting looks in real life, though. That's pretty good. Alright, let's now do it with the Joker. Fix this before moving forward. Man, I don't remember which one I used. This one, maybe? We'll know once we put it in. Yeah, cool. Look how easy that was. Crazy. And hit render image. That's how simple it is. Just switch out your mockups. This is my favorite one, absolutely favorite of this series that I did. I did a No Gamble, No Future series where I wanted to make cards, playing cards like the Joker card and King of Spades, etc. And I never actually ended up including, I did on this one, the Joker emblem, but I didn't actually include it on the Batman one. But I did like 3 or 4 different ones, but these are the 2 that I like the most. Aw. Let's see.
Whoa.
What's that? Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
When inspiration comes, it's a figment of a combination of past lost in love. I struggle to see your frame. Your image suspended my gaze. Yeah, yeah. Outline your body.
Save another copy.
Black and white, every curve, every line. These hands, your guiding light. Let me see that silhouette. Feel the edges of your presence. Make you hold my confession. There ain't no life without your testament. My body pressed against yours. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, formless luminescence. Girl, you're my blessing. Forgive my trespasses, and I'll take you to heaven. Let me see that silhouette. Feel the edges of your presence.
234
Make you hold my confession. There is no life without your testament. Pose for me, baby. Strike a shit dude, I'm old school Da Vinci. I'm a connoisseur. When inspiration comes, it's a figment of a combination of past lost in love. I struggle to see your frame. Your image suspended in my gaze. Let me see that silhouette. Feel the edges of your presence. Make you hold my confession.
I don't like the pattern.
There is no life without your testament. My eyes can't stray from the way you possess these shapes. Captivating, dominating, acquiesce are my obsession. So persuasive, my time amuse your love, my lesson. Let me see that silhouette. Feel the edges of your presence. Make you hold my confession. There is no life without your testament. Let me see that silhouette. Let me see that silhouette.
I'm not too familiar with this platform, so.
Let me see that silhouette. Let me see that silhouette.
It actually adjusts the background picture too. I didn't want that. What I've noticed is that it actually alters the background as well. That sucks. Ah. I don't want that much of a padding. That works. Yeah, because I exported it at 1:1 ratio. That seems to fix it up. Let's preview it. The hell? Oh. Man, I hate that. I wonder if you could like just make the image a little larger. Hate that border when you hover. That's got to go. I would imagine that all of this stuff would be gone. This isn't going to be here, so this will probably be in frame. Image hover effect. Yeah, I want to zoom. Yeah. I like that. And the black border's gone. It's not bad. It gets clipped though. Man, I gotta figure out how to adjust the border. Alright, so the next thing that I want to do, now that I've managed to fix that, is I want to change this fine art here. I hate it. That block lettering is atrocious. And I might take off the fine art part and just put Prince. I don't know, we'll see. So what we'll need to do is we need to go into Illustrator for this because we're going to hand create a neon sign. It's kind of like my signature thing. I love neon signs. Prints. Properties. Let's do 100. That is not a good. Let's find something that'll work good. That's cool, but not really gonna serve the aesthetic of the page. That could work. Oh, that could work. It's pretty simple, kind of futuristic. What is that? Neuropol XRG. It's a little too straightforward. Graffiti could be cool. What? You know it when you see it. That looks too 80s. Ooh, that looks pretty clean. Simple. Let's take a look. Might be too simple. I don't know. Dang. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more aggressive. Hmm. Hell no. 70s. Sometimes less is more. Man, that would be sick. But it's still very 70s. Harlow. '80s kind of. That's futuristic. I kind of wanted something a little bit more aggressive, though. I wanted some kind of cursive. Da Vinci. I want people to be able to read it. And maybe it's Vermin Vibes. It is. Alright, so Control Shift D hides the artboard, revealing just this. We're going to want to export this as SVG. Website design. SVG. Okay. And then we're going to want to go into Blender. We're going to want to import SVG. Scalable vector graphic. Alright, where's that? GX. We're going to want to convert it to mesh. And as you can see, this is a train wreck. So you're going to select all by hitting A. And then we're going to hit X on the keyboard. And you're going to go to limited dissolve. So that'll clear up a lot of these faces because we can't have those. We just really want the outline. Quick way to delete all these faces is just to select an edge and hit edges, and then it'll leave just the outline. So target the bridges here if you see any bridges, and just delete them, and it should tidy that up quite a bit. Now the reason why this didn't delete is because there's more than one edge here. So what you want to do is go to, hit M on the keyboard, and by distance, 64 vertices were merged by distance. Oh, fuck. It's still fucked up. How many are there? Wow, there was a lot. There we go. Cool. All right, so you select to select faces. You press 3 on the number pad, and then you hit only faces. Yeah. And that should do the trick. Back in. So we need to simulate a neon sign. And in order to do that, there's got to be some breaks. Let me look up what a neon sign looks like. I'm going to subdivide this, bring it to about right there, and I'm going to delete the edge. We got to create some breaks in this or it won't make sense. This isn't going to work either. I'm going to command join or J, and then I'm going to apply all transformations. How come it won't? If you don't create these curved loops, then when the tubing bends, whenever you extrude these lines, it'll hit like this weird bend 90-degree angle, and it won't look natural at all. I kind of feel like I don't need this. Should work. Control Shift B. I'm going to hit Shift Tab. I'm going to select Active Vertex C, split, and then I'm going to hit G, and it'll do that, and then by distance. Okay. Control Shift B. That's about right. Do the same thing here. Control Shift beat. That's pretty accurate. I'm going to turn off the snap too. It's pretty good. Subdivide. Get rid of the edge there. That'll help. And the reason why I'm doing these stylized choices here, you can really do this anywhere within the lettering at your discretion. I'm doing this because I want to preserve the hard angles, and I've already been adjusting the font to a point where I'm kind of losing that up here and here, and it's making it look a little less futuristic, but and you want to make as few as cuts as possible. That'll work. Should work. It's good enough. Okay. So now that I've cleaned this up, I'm going to go into object mode and I'm going to convert it back to a curve. That's where the magic happens. Oh, you know what? Fake news media. So what you're going to want to do is come in here and select all the breaks. Dissolve that vertex because it's erroneous. I'm going to select all the ends of the piping or the tubing. He did it again. Damn. That should cover it all. We're going to extrude in the Z direction. The Z axis, you're going to hit E. Then the axis you want to extrude in. But something goofy happened. Yeah. And the reason why we're doing this is because we want the neon tubes to see how that works. Do the same here. Control Shift B. Control Shift B. And it still makes sense once you see the extrusion process. If you don't do this, it's going to be a really weird bend. Missed one here. Okay. Now you go back to object mode and you convert it to curve. And you want to go to geometry. You want to go to boop, 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 boop. See? You could add some depth to it. This is obviously too big. That looks pretty good, huh? Sure does. I do feel like it should be a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I'm going to do this up to 12. We'll fill caps. That looks a lot better. have to wait till I change it back. Yeah, see, it's too far or too close to the wall. And you convert it back to mesh. You want to shade auto smooth. It's not bad. We're gonna go into, oh hell, it's not good. Yeah, that's annoying. The fuck? Yeah, there's a lot of these motherfuckers. Should have left the end caps off. It would have made it easier. I have a sneaky suspicion this ain't gonna do shit. Wah! Okay. I'm gonna leave the fill caps off. I don't need the fill caps anyway. So what happens when you make mistakes. I could have avoided this if I just had extended it further out. x-axis. Doesn't matter how much, we'll just extend it. And then we will bring it out. I would say that's pretty good. Yep. All right, so yeah, let's go into wireframe. Let's duplicate. Shift-D, right-click brings it back, and then what we're gonna want to do, since everything's already selected, we want to scale along the normals. So Shift-Alt-S. Oop, that didn't work. Yeah, it should be. Wait a minute. Maybe individual faces. Individual origins, maybe. That's not right. Oh, there we go. It's just Alt-S. And the reason why I want to do this is because I want to create the gas inside. I know this is fucking way too much for one graphic. I probably could have just used ChatGPT, but fuck it. Now I'm starting to regret it. It looks pretty good though. I want enough room because I'm going to actually add a modifier to this, a solidifier modifier. We'll apply that, add modifier, solidify. Even thickness, maybe? No. That might be good. The outer one's going to be for glass. Hold up. Fuck. All right. In object mode, Shift D, X. That gives me another curve. We're going to go into edit mode, which is tab. We're going to hit A to hit all, Alt to S. We're going to scale it back a little bit. Creating room for the thickness of the glass for the neon tube. Okay. Then we're going to apply this modifier and add a solidifier modifier. It's too much. Let's do 0.01, I think it was. It's pretty good. If you don't add any thickness to the glass, then you're not going to be able to see the effect of the glass tubing whenever you apply the volume inside of gas. Looks pretty good. So, for this one, the outside one, let's go ahead and apply a glass material just so I can kind of get a feel for this. Yeah, that should work. Bingo. And look at that. You got yourself what it just looks like a tube inside a glass for right now, but we're going to select that one. This is the other tube, and we're going to go to shading. Let's see what we got here. Let's create a new one. We're going to go to Shift A to bring up the search bar, and we're going to do volume, principal volume. We're going to attach that, get rid of that. Okay. Doesn't look good right now. Oh, it's in surface. Whoops. It's weird because in order to see this, you have to go to compositing. I want to put in a glare node. Throw that bad boy in there. And I'll do bloom maybe. Alright. Go ahead and render this image. Let me hit save before this thing tanks on me. Oh, I don't even have it visible, but Should probably turn down the resolution until I get what I want. I'm just needlessly trial and erroring 4K because I can. 4090 makes everything better. I wish I had a 5090. Whew. No, Buck. I'll take you out in a second, big dog. Stop. No. Stop. Why are y'all such fucking bugaboos? Come here. Say hello to the camera, mama. You're a good baby. Don't play. Stop, Buck. Go lay down. Don't make me be an asshole on camera, dude. It's fucking... Dude, it's 12 o'clock. Why do you need to go outside? You've been like 8 times. No. You can't look my dog straight in the eye or he'll start getting aggressive. I'm not going to show you the other one. He needs a bath. I want to smoke. Fuck. It's pitiful. Never used to smoke until like 2 years ago. I quit vaping, which is good, but I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke like pipes, but I wish I didn't. Yo, where is my glare? Fucking tripping, dude. You know what? Dude, where is it? It's supposed to render here. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. I'll never be able to get that shit in frame without it clipping. Son of a bitch. Not quite. This should have done the trick. Man, there ain't no way I'm gonna get away with that bullshit. That looks pretty cool. I didn't add the brackets, and I've gone through this much trouble. I probably should put some wall brackets, but that's a lot more work. Like a platform where the tubes go into. We could put one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. I don't know. Well, I'm going to convert this back to Shadow Catcher. Save. Let me make sure that the... Okay, cool. Alright, and render image. Alright, I'll be back. Gotta piss. Cool. Sorry about that. My shit crashed on me. Alright, come on, guys. Say this is a TIFF. But what? Where's my glow at? Let's save it as a PNG. Did it? Maybe it did as a. Oh, that's probably what happened. No, it didn't. It's PNG then. Isn't that the vid? So when this happens, typically what I like to do is first check the light paths. Those are all good. Okay. Dude, that should work. Where's my glow? Try it again, I guess. Alright, the transparency is working. I see the glow. It should be there. Go lay down, Bach. Fuck, dude. You just went outside. Go lay down. think the issue is that it has to have some kind of plane for the reflection to happen. It can't just capture it on a shadow catcher and export it. Transparency. I think I've had this issue before, so we'll just have to render it. Damn, it did 3 tiles quick. Nice. Okay. Looks good. I'm gonna save it as a TIFF. Yeah, that's what did it. Okay. And save a copy as place. Well, shit. I just wanted to calm down a little bit. Well, you get the idea. I'm taking a break here. Alright. Well, you get the idea. That's all she wrote for today. I'm done. Did 2 hours. That's max for me. Appreciate whoever ends up watching this. I had 2 people watch. But if you learned anything new, there's very elaborate ways to get what you want the way that you want it. Takes a lot of practice. Blender is not a very user-friendly tool. So, and it's more user-friendly than some of the other ones out there. So, yeah. If you think I should make more tutorials on how to utilize Blender to make resources or assets, drop a comment in the chat below and tell me what you think you'd like me to see make.